Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war.
A preliminary investigation into a mysterious pneumonia outbreak in China has been identified as a previously unknown coronavirus.
Scientists in China are trying to determine if a new virus strain is responsible for a pneumonia outbreak in the city of Wuhan.
Chinese health authorities are still working to identify the virus behind a pneumonia outbreak in the central city of Wuhan. According to authorities, the number of cases has increased to 44, with 11 of them in serious condition.
China says the number of people infected by a mysterious respiratory virus has more than tripled over the weekend. There are now 218 confirmed cases of the new coronavirus virus, most of them in Wuhan, where the outbreak originated. So far, 3 people have died. This is a very serious condition.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious pneumonia outbreak in Wuhan city, and it's from the same family that caused the deadly SARS epidemic 17 years ago. It is a new type of coronavirus. Authorities across Asia are on high alert after Chinese health officials confirmed the virus could spread through human contact.
There's growing concerns about the dangerous coronavirus from China. The number of cases has gone from a few dozen last week to nearly 300 now, and health officials have confirmed that the virus can spread from person to person.
The first confirmed case of novel coronavirus reported from Kerala, where a student studying in China's Wuhan University has tested positive with the deadly virus.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began.
Indonesians in Indonesia have tested positive for COVID-19.
Egypt's health ministry has announced a first confirmed case of the COVID-19.
New cases are still popping up around the world on a daily basis. In mainland China, at least 132 people have died, and there are more than 6,000 confirmed cases.
At this moment, we have 22 patients in the United States currently that have coronavirus. Unfortunately, 1 person passed away overnight.
As of this morning, the death toll in China has hit 811, with the number of confirmed infections exceeding 37,000.
The coronavirus continues to sweep Italy, with the death toll now surpassing the 2,000 mark.
Agony in Europe tonight as Italy's death toll passes 10,000.
Italy, the current centre of the pandemic, 743 people have died in the last 24 hours.
Almost 9,000 people in the UK have now lost their lives to coronavirus in the past 5 weeks.
First it was Wuhan, then Iran, then Italy, and now Spain.
That officials are deeply concerned about the rapid escalation of coronavirus as global infections surpass 1 million. The most cases in the world are now in the United States, where the number of infections stands at more than 230,000, 5,500 deaths and counting due to coronavirus.
Now have the greatest number of confirmed coronavirus cases on Earth.
News that the US now tops the world for the most COVID cases was the confirmation most Americans had been dreading.
The US has more than 500,000 confirmed coronavirus cases and close to 20,000 deaths.
As the country's top infectious disease expert warned, the coronavirus outbreak could kill 200,000 Americans and infect millions more.
The peak, the highest point of death rates, remember this, is likely to hit in 2 weeks. Nothing would be worse than declaring victory before the victory is won.
Across the world, the coronavirus pandemic has now killed more than 10,000 people.
Finally hit me that I'm going.
20,000.
परेशान है, देशों विदेश परेशान है बीमारी के लेकर, हमको भी परेशान, रोजगार नहीं मिले, खाना तो आ जाता है, खा लेते हैं, रोजगार हम लोग से इधर-उधर काम करने वाले थे, कुछ काम धंधा नहीं मिल रहा है, क्या करें?
More than 30,000 people, with 3/4 of those deaths occurring in either Spain or Italy.
My worry is poverty and hunger. That worries me much more right now.
I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus.
The global number of deaths linked to the novel coronavirus reached 100,000 on Friday, as the number of cases passed 1.6 million.
Thanks, NHS. Thank you.
That the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Let's remember to follow the rules on social distancing.
ये लोग अपनी परवाह न करते हुए दूसरों की सेवा में लगे।
This is the time as a country we have to come together, we have to stay calm